Hello, students. Welcome to yet another module of microeconomics with course code CEC 101. Today, we are going to learn under imperfect competition a very interesting case study of prisoner's dilemma under oligopoly market structure. I am Dr. Gitanjali C. Achrekar, Associate Professor in Economics, GVM's College of Commerce and Economics, Ponda, Goa. The outline of this module is as follows. We will first try to understand what is prisoner's dilemma and then see the application of prisoner's dilemma in oligopoly market structure. Students will be able to understand the concept and also the illustration of prisoner's dilemma and its application in oligopoly market structure after going through this module video. Let us try to understand the concept of prisoner's dilemma. As we all know that oligopoly is an imperfect market structure wherein there are few firms which dominate the market. In oligopoly market structure, firms are affected by not only their own production decisions, but also by other firms' decisions in the market. That is, they are dependent on each other or they are interdependent. When taking a business decision, the firm must consider the probable decision of the rival firm or firms to make the most profitable choice for itself. Game theory models or explains situations in which each firm, when deciding on a plan of action, must also consider rivals' reactions. The prisoner's dilemma is a standard example used in game theory to show why two rational individuals or firms might not cooperate even if it is in their best interest. Let us try to understand the original example of prisoner's dilemma, which is actually borrowed from law or criminal law subject. Prisoner's dilemma, when applied in oligopoly situations, shows that how rival firms under oligopoly behave selfishly and act opposite to the group interest or to the industry's interest. Let us take an example from law. Suppose there are two persons, Brick and Rick. They have been caught for car robbery by the police. Now, law believes in evidence. The police say does not have enough evidence, to prove the car robbery. So what do? They put Brick and Rick in two separate cells or jail cells, and they try to see that each of them admits or confesses to the crime or to the car robbery. So that they don't communicate with each other, each one is kept in a separate jail room. Now let us see what happens. This is a payoff matrix, and let's see what are the different payoffs in each cell. Brick's choice is to confess or he doesn't confess to the police. Rick also has the same choices, that is to confess or not to confess. Let us see the payoffs under the different combinations. If both Brick and Rick confess, each one gets 5 years jail imprisonment. If Brick does not confess and Rick confesses, that is, Rick cooperates with the police and he admits to the crime, then Rick helps the police, so he gets only 1 year jail, but Brick will get 10 years jail because he has not confessed. If both are intelligent enough and they decide not to cooperate with the police, this is actually the best outcome for them. Both will just get 2 years jail imprisonment and they will be out of the jail. And in the last situation, that is, if Brick confesses, Brick admits to the crime and helps the police, he will get only 1 year jail. And if Rick does not cooperate with the police, he is punished by getting a 10-year jail sentence. Now, in this particular payoff matrix of the prisoners, the best option or the best strategy for both of them is not to admit to the crime or don't confess, so that each one gets only 2 years jail. But in reality, what happens? They do not trust each other. Brick feels that Rick will cheat, and similarly, Rick feels that Brick will cheat. And due to uncertainty and no trust in the partners, instead of cooperating, each one thinks that, let me admit because I know or I'm not sure whether the other friend or the other prisoner will confess or not. So each one confesses to reduce his jail term, okay? But in the bargain, when both confess, they get a longer term of jail, that is 5 years of jail, instead of, if they had cooperated, they would have got only 2 years of jail. These are the similar situations which arise in oligopoly market structures. Let us take now a similar situation of game theory or prisoner's dilemma under oligopoly market structure. This is a payoff matrix. Let's say that oligopoly is in the form of a cartel. Cartel, we will see in the next modules that cartel is like an agreement between the firms under oligopoly. Let's take a simpler form of oligopoly, considering that there are only two firms or two sellers in the industry. We will call it as a duopoly market situation under oligopoly. Now, because these two firms have agreed or they have signed an agreement, a formal agreement called as a cartel agreement, A and B, both the firms agree that the price will be fixed for the product and both would charge the same price for the product. And they also agree on the output which will be produced by A and B respectively and sold by each of them in the market or in the industry. Now the choice which firms face and are tempted is between whether to cooperate with each other, which is actually the ideal situation, or to cheat or break away secretly from this cartel agreement. Now let us see what happens in each of the different situations through this following payoff matrix for cartel members. Okay, the vertical, the column shows the strategy for firm B, as you can see the arrow pointing downwards, and the horizontal, in the horizontal direction you have the strategies for firm A. And these are the different payoffs or the rewards or returns which each firm gets due to its choice. Now, the ideal situation is A and B both cooperate. If B firm also cooperates with A, that is, follows the cartel agreement terms, and firm A also cooperates, okay, this is the payoff or the reward. Firm A gets rupees 15 lakh sales revenue, say, and B also gets 15 lakhs of sales or profit revenue. Now let us see, if one member cooperates and the other member cheats, what happens? Let us say firm B cooperates, but firm A breaks its trust. It cheats and it secretly reduces the price against the price which is agreed as per the cartel agreement. Because greed always tempts firms to default or to cheat. In such a situation, when A cheats and B cooperates, B loses, B gets only 2 lakhs, whereas A cheats, so therefore he gets 25 lakhs. He's probably going to get 25 lakhs. Okay? Similarly, if firm A cooperates, whereas firm B cheats, okay, you look at this particular payoff matrix, A gets just rupees 2 lakhs, whereas B will get 25 lakhs. So can you see the temptation is to cheat? Okay, the temptation to get higher rewards, that tempts each firm to break away from the cartel. And if both cheat, both say initially they will fix and agree to the price, but both break away from the cartel agreement, they lower the price, then both are at a loss, that is, each one gets only 5 lakhs as the profit or the revenue. Right? And this is what is said, that if both A and B cheat, violate, the cartel breaks down because they don't stick to the commitment, and the profits therefore fall below the cartel fixed price, and it falls to competitive level, which is relatively low. So, to summarize the key takeaways, if both firms cooperate, it's the best solution, 15 lakhs each. If both firms cheat, they both lose, they get just 5 lakhs each. If A cheats, he gets 25 lakhs, and while B cooperates, B gets lower reward, that is only 2 lakhs. Similarly, if firm B cheats, B is likely to get 25 lakhs, while A cooperates, A's profits will fall to 2 lakhs. Now, the strategy, if you see, which suits A and B, is to cheat rather than to cooperate, because cheating will fetch a higher return or higher profit income. But what happens is, when you cheat the other trading partner or your firm, you break away from the cartel agreement, and then the agreement no longer exists, the cartel breaks down. And when both cheat, thinking that they will get 25 lakhs, just as similar to the prisoner's dilemma, Brick and Rick situation, both cheat and they do not get 25 lakhs, but they just get only 5 lakhs each, compared to the best option, which was to cooperate and stick to the cartel and get 15 lakhs. That was ideally the best strategy, but due to temptation, they break away, they cheat, and each lands up with only 5 lakhs as the return. So this is the key of application of prisoner's dilemma in oligopolistic market situations. This only results in lower efficiency, higher costs, especially higher advertising costs, okay, and price rigidity. So these are some of the negative, you can say, consequences which come out as a result of breaking away from the cartel. I hope you followed this particular module and the concept of prisoner's dilemma and its application is clear to you. These are my references. Thank you.